On deck, I'm Karma. This is your Aries reading for the week of, what is it, March 10th? And perfect timing because it's coming into spring. Aries. All right, let's take a look and see what we got going on for Aries. We did Pisces and Aquarius last time I was on here with you guys. I did my first Q&A in a long time. That was really fun. But now I know I don't do it too much. It gets to be a little hot in the energy, so a little demanding. All right, let's play, shall we? So, Five of Coins, the Devil card, the High Priestess, and the King of Wands, and the Sun card. So, Five of Coins, this is us looking for money. This is how we're looking at what we're doing with the money we do have and whether we're bringing in enough and if it's enough, okay? So, this is the Five of Coins, and this is us looking at the puzzle, like making sense of the puzzle. I see the Devil card, the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and the Sun card. A lot of this tells us that we're worried, most definitely, because with the Devil card in play, those are the things that hold us back, right? Those are the things that keep us limited. There are habits, our lies. It could be, any number of things. It could be any addiction to substances or any what's the word I'm looking for? Like the delusion, like the thing we do when we do escapism and etc. We have the High Priestess, those are instincts, intuition, the things that tell us secrets and our little spidey senses. Okay, we have the King of Wands, we have the Sun card. What that tells me is you've been pulling yourself out of self-indulgence. You've been pulling yourself out of situations where there's conflict. You've been making sure that you're setting your boundaries and you're using your intuition a little bit more so that you can focus on the green flags rather than the red flags. And I'm seeing the King of Wands next to the Sun card, and this is allowing you to have some peace, right? We have the Three of Swords, which tells us that some miscommunication is firing for you, okay? Where it's like you feel like anything that you say isn't landing right and you're feeling a little bit emotional with the King of Cups. You also have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So with those in play, it's like feeling a little overly emotional, making decisions based on the greater outcome. Hi, Katie. Hi, Winter. So what I'm seeing here for you is a lot of changes and looking for new beginnings, which is perfect for Aries energy, right? So this is what is Aries, a cardinal sign? No, Capricorn. Anyways, so we have some education going on for you where you feel like you might want to take a class or learn something new. Right here we have higher education and the Page of Wands. So that tells me that some of you are looking at either career choices or education and trying to decide with, what your options are. Should I go all the way back to college or should I play with some education models first and see if these techniques or these new education materials are helpful as a tool? Or whether you want to do something smaller and more applicable, okay? So with the World card and the Sun card in play, what it's telling me is that there's a lot of energy that has to do with settling into more, more. So when you have the greater celebration with the Sun card and all things coming together with the World card, what I love about the World card is it has our Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius energy. Think about that for a minute. Grounded, intensity, expansion. Leo being in front of the planet, being in the sun, being in front. So that's telling you it's time for you to start taking center stage and being more focused on what you say you want rather than what you don't, because this is all focused on things I've done in the past and doing it better moving forward. And that's why we have the Page of Cups, doing new things or doing things in a new way. I can tell you that Aries is feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which we have the Seven of Wands and we also have the Seven of Coins. Now that's telling us that there's this intensity and this sensation of wanting movement in your life, wanting things to move. I will also say too that with the Hierophant in play and the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, so this is what this has to say. So the Hierophant is our card for religion, standards, depicting how things should be done. And it's really this very strict energy. Okay. So we have the Page of Cups, which tells me that you want to do things a little differently and to the point where you want a new beginning and you're trying to learn new ways to do things as well. Trust is a big issue for you right now. We have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is our pragmatism. It's our ability to look at things with just a moderate amount of of pragmatism. It's just this, not a total distrust, but just like, show me first. So Aries is in a really good place. I will say that things are moving quickly for you. Ace of Cups coming from within is aligning things up for you, and you'll start to see a little bit of speed with your activities and how things are moving forward for you, from what I can tell by your energy. Let's pull some cards for you from the Divination of the Ancients and have a look. I wonder what the weather's going to be like. I can feel this heavy cloud cover coming in. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Tarot 101 class is coming up. It's going to be on a Tuesday evening, if I'm correct. So if you want to get in on that, please reach out and let me know. It's really fun. I've had a great time. This will be the 3rd time we've done this series, and I'm having a blast with it. All right, here we go. This is for your Aries moon. For those of you on my other social media platforms, please join me on my YouTube. I would really love your company on there. So it's interesting to me that the World card is in play, and we were just talking about the World card and the Sun card. So that's the first card in your moon reading. So I have the 3 of Cups, which is celebration. We have the Queen of Cups as well, which is feeling emotional. I see the 3 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords in your reading here. So I don't know if you're peeping on some buddies' social media. That's this card right here, where you're looking at what they're up to, or you're just scrolling social media and, you know, maybe being a little obsessive about it. I can see some emotional fatigue. And again, the 3 of Swords. Okay. So here's the thing, miscommunication and how things are being spoken around you, and whether you won the argument or not, you don't feel much better about it. It's like, you know, you have an argument with a loved one and they really back you into a corner. What ends up happening is, you know, you find a moment where you start clapping back a little bit. And even though you're right, it still doesn't feel great, because here we have the 6 of Wands, which is victory. I totally feel that right now. It's like you feel good about having been, you know, in a moment where you can say what you need to, right? 3 of Swords, but it got taken wrong and it got misunderstood, and the tower comes tumbling down, and you still feel like you won the argument, but it still feels like betrayal. It still feels uncomfortable. I'm seeing the Strength card, which teaches you to step into your wisdom and use past experience to guide your next movements moving forward. We have the 10 of Swords, which is betrayal. So you're feeling like you're carrying this heavy burden, or maybe even surprises of some kind or another. Again, you have the Sun card. So here's the thing, guys, like, find your victory, find the spot where it's joyful, because your cards are beautiful. Otherwise, it just feels like you're taking this one misunderstanding hard. And let me show you what I'm seeing. So you have the Ace of Wands, which is new beginning. You have the 3 of Swords, which is miscommunication. But meanwhile, you have the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is this joy and playfulness and sensuality, sexuality. It's partying and playfulness. And that goes with the Sun card right here. And the Sun card's about basking in the sun, being in the center of attention. And there's moments like that where you're missing it. Okay. Because you're, I don't want to say obsessing, because that might not be the right word, because there are these moments where things go through your head over and over again so that you can process and organize them. But sometimes we get stuck there. Are we letting a go as much as we are looking at taking ownership? Because sometimes if we take too much ownership, we don't step into the possibility that, you know, was I wrong? Did I do this right? They said this. Should I have said that? And it just feels like, you know, sometimes just let it go. We have an inability to let it go and look for more opportunities to take our stance in that moment. But the moment has passed and we no longer have that opportunity in front of us, but we obsess. Okay. But meanwhile, there's a lot of victory going on for you. And we have the 3 of Cups, and we have the Sun card, where there's a lot of celebration available for you in your life. And you might be feeling a little too emotional to enjoy them right now, but they're there. So you can choose to step into them if you want to. You're just feeling a little overwhelmed. 7 of Cups, overwhelm, and the Sun card. Sorry, I keep forgetting to pick these up. That's why I recommend you from Instagram to come onto my YouTube, because you get the picture-in-picture. All right, let me pull a card from Divination of the Ancients here and pull your card from there. I was actually going to pull a card from the Karma cards I've been practicing with. You guys are going to love those. When I get those practiced with long enough where I can do well with them, you'll see them. All right, here's your card. Illumination. Ooh, so I have a similar situation with a misunderstanding. So I can speak to this illumination. You got to take these moments, these aha moments. That's what the Tower card is, lightning. And the Tower card is all about like your ahas and your sudden awarenesses and the tornado that strikes the situation. And tears everything up, right? But you got to take that opportunity to look what lies underneath. Find the value, find the lesson, and then make a decision and find out what you need to move on. Because that's what these lessons are all about. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. I think I'm doing Taurus after this. Yes, Taurus is after this. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.